right, we're on Keilim Perek Yud Daled Mishnah Yud Daled Mishnah. Hey, now I can see you. Okay, I'm looking straight at you. We're not going to talk about Tahorim Sheba Agala, the parts of the wagon. We learned in the last Mishnah the parts of the wagon that are Tmein, the parts of the wagon that are Tahorim. Ha'ol ha'mitzupeh. If the yoke is wood but it's covered with metal, therefore it's matechet mishameshet te'etz. Right? It's only wood covering. It's only metal that's serving, that's secondary to wood, and there we learned that that's not makabel tuma. Kanafayim asuyot lenoi. The kanafayim, the wings that are made lenoi for beauty, they're not essentially parts of the yoke. I suppose I don't have a picture of kanafayim that are made lenoi. No, he doesn't have that. But they have all these kinds of things that they would put on the animals that are lenoi, that are for beauty. Shfofarot hamashmiot hetakol. Okay, these are wind chimes. Let's see over here. But it's really interesting. These are wind chimes. Okay, but it's interesting that the bell, that is mikabel tuma. So maybe the bell's mikabel tuma because it was a kli and it's metal. Possibly, are these wind chimes? I don't know. Maybe are the wind chimes metal? Okay, it's not made in. Okay, he says. Okay, lenoi v'lo lizarez habehema behilucha. It's not trying to get it to move faster, as opposed to, I guess, the bell. Let's see what the Bartanura says about the bell. He doesn't say why. He doesn't really explain necessarily what the difference between the bell and the wind chimes really are. If you have any idea, I'm curious. Ha'avar shebetzad tzavei behema. Avar is a piece of lead. It was like an adornment. We'll see in a second. Okay. Hasovev et hagalgal. Sovev es hagalgal. So these are these avar things. Whatever it was. Lenoi. That's for beauty. Sovev et hagalgal. The piece of metal, the strip that was placed around the tire. It was like the tire around the wheel in order to protect the wheel. But again, that's metal, mishamesh te'etz, serving wood. So therefore, the metal is not makabel tuma. Okay? Hatasim. Tasim are strips. They all these other metal strips, tzipuyim or coverings that are just for adornment, for beauty. Like this metal strip on top of the wagon. Ushar kol masmer, to all the other nails that are like, for adornment. It's not essential for the function of the wagon. All those are tahorim. Shoes, animal shoes, horseshoes that are made of metal are tamei. Shel sha'am tahorim. Sha'am, I always forget that word, so I looked it up. Bamboo, or I think it's really cork. And so cork is not makabel tuma, but truth be told, it probably didn't last that long either. Hasayif makabel tuma. Next thing. So when is a sayif is a sword of some kind? When is makabel tuma? Mishi yeshufenu. So when you scrape it, it's not when you're sanding it down. So that you're not sharpening it, meaning it's so sharp in and of itself. Kliyesh litzorfim u'lecharshei barzel. So they have this kli, this vessel, this utensil. Kariyot tzorfim b'lashon mikra. That's called hatzorfim. Okay, it's called shufina. Ubo shafinu machlikina tekana, used to smooth out. She'elu chulda. So it's like a smoothing. It's like but it's not a sharpening stone. Okay, v'asakina knife mishe yashchizena, when you sharpen it. B'mashchezet shalom, and it's sharpener to remove the chulda. So the yashufenu, it's more like sanding it down even before you sharpen it, because the Zakati says it's so sharp in and of itself. Even if the sayif, the sword, even before you sharpened it, it's still considered makabel tuma. It's a kli. Whereas a knife, until you sharpen it and then make it usable in order to cut your steak, that's when it becomes a kli and it's makabel tuma. Stop here, dedicate our learning as we always do to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Make it a great day.